So you were clearly prevented. You felt it, you documented it, you knew it.
Yeah, that's correct. And throughout the investigation, I was documenting various issues as they arose, and to include the search warrants that weren't allowed to be done.
What happened with that?
Between April and June of 2020, we drafted an affidavit to execute search warrant in a couple different locations, and the prosecutors at the time stated that probable cause had been achieved. But as we moved closer to the election, it just seemed like they kept putting it on the back burner, and they eventually didn't allow us to do that search warrant, even though the legal requirements to execute that search warrant were met. Transitioning into another search warrant was on a storage unit in Northern Virginia. And during the day of action on December 8th of 2020, we got updated information that said that records were in that location that were, that would be evidence in this particular investigation. And the prosecutors initially were supportive of it, and an affidavit was drafted the night of December 8th, 2020 to go forward for approval. Eventually, the prosecutors decided they didn't support it, so I called U.S. Attorney David Weiss with my senior executive on the phone, and we said, we needed to execute this search warrant. He responded that the prosecutors didn't want to, and I asked if in 30 days, if that storage unit wasn't accessed, and that was the deadline for the document request that was served on that day, then we can execute the search warrant, and he agreed to that. And no sooner had I gotten off the phone with David Weiss had we learned that the prosecutors were informing defense counsel of that storage unit and the evidence that existed there. So it completely ruined our chance to access those unfettered.